What's up, everybody? Welcome on into our 3M Open Golf Prediction Show. Riggs Tamburo, Aaron Mulligan. Hope everybody is looking forward to this tournament. We do want to remind you guys this show is powered by our friends over at Thomas Adams Apparel. Please do us a favor. Give them a follow at Thomas Adams Apparel there on Instagram and thomasadamsapparel.com for all their brand new merch drops that are happening as we speak. But that said, Aaron, before we get into the article and our actual bets for this tournament, anything off the top for you on the 3M Open that you're looking forward to? Maybe that might be tricky. Anything standing out?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few par fives, and this course is known to just really be about accuracy. And so I think there's a lot of golfers who maybe aren't up to par to Scotty, not that many are, who can make a statement in this one and kind of use that accuracy to their advantage if that's their strong point, because, you know, maybe someone like Scotty isn't as accurate all the time, but he's able to kind of come in clutch and is just able to kind of change up his mechanics throughout a tournament where others can't so much. So I think this could be a tournament where guys can make statements and, yeah, they could really just do well for themselves.
Like what you're saying here, in those par fives, like you mentioned, those are important. We're going to see some of that power from some of the big time golfers in this tournament come into play here. If you can hit it far and you can keep it straight, folks, it might be a good weekend for you. But looking here, this article for you guys is on sportsforummedia.com, written by our man Ajayi Benjamin, per usual. The man giving you guys the dates, the venues, all the little information, plus who's favored to win, who's not, who his favorite bets are, etc. So make sure to go ahead and check this one out with us. But we're going to scan through it pretty quick here. This one going down, TPC Twin Cities, Blaine, Minnesota, Thursday through Sunday per usual. Nice little 4-day tournament. $8.4 million in the purse, 1.5, just over, going in for the winner here in this one. That's where you guys can watch, pretty much always on the Golf Channel. So, you know, if you have TV or streaming, you can likely watch and find this. But one thing he mentions here, Aaron, kind of right off the top, is that the star power is maybe lacking here in this one. Like we just talked about, no Scotty Scheffler. But that said here, Sam Burns is the favorite currently to win this tournament. Now, it is pretty much tied between him and Chris Gotterup, who actually coming off pretty good weekend there himself. But Sam Burns, is that the kind of name that you think should be favored in this tournament?
I think it is, just because of how he's played recently. But I think it's kind of a new name to be favored, at least in recent years. So I think he deserves to be favored. I just think Gotterup might have a leg up on him just because of this hot streak that he's been on.
I mean, we got guys like Maverick McNeely kind of sneaking in there, you know, right behind Wyndham Clark. I'm actually almost surprised to see Wyndham Clark as the fourth name on this board. I mean, you could probably argue, I mean, Sam Burns, sure, maybe a bigger name than Wyndham Clark, maybe. But after that, I mean, I think Wyndham Clark's kind of right up there. But we saw last weekend, he was like 125 to 1 to win the Open. So, I mean, just looking at that jump up for him just kind of tells you how many of the not big golfers, the Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Rory McIlroy, will be taking this weekend off. So all of that said here, only 4 players in the top 30 of the world rankings are set to play. Once again, McNeely, Burns, Im, and Wyndham Clark. All that said here, looking at the course preview, he mentions low scores are expected. Aaron, is there a number in your mind that kind of feels like the sweet spot? Minus 25, minus 30. I mean, how deep will this tournament maybe get?
Maybe it could be 25. It could. You know, I think they should try to aim for around there, just to take advantage once again of it. Why not? I think this could be a tournament to have a little bit of fun and kind of let loose for them, just to have a breather. These guys like Wyndham, these guys like Sam Burns and Gotterup, just to see, because we still have the Ryder Cup in their minds. So I think, yeah, maybe 25.
Maybe 25. I mean, 25 is a damn impressive number if you can go ahead and get to that. But I guess we'll find out. I feel like every year there's always someone that shoots in that -8, -9 first day, and we're like, holy smokes, we're going to be seeing a -30. And then it kind of eases up a little bit as the tournament goes on. Guys get a little safer. And then it, like you mentioned, 25, 26, that's kind of where I see this one finishing out too. But I agree with you. If you're not breaking 20 here, I don't even know if you're in the top 5 by the time this thing's over with. So we'll see what happens. But taking a quick look here, 7,431 yards, a par 71 here, as Ajayi mentions, gives players plenty of chances for those birdies, also punishes mistakes, water coming into play, holes 15 through 18 in a big way. Aaron, if there was a type of golf, and I know you have some experience as a golfer, is there anything about the water play or just the players in general? Is there anything to avoid here?
I think water makes the golfers more relatable because they're just like us when it comes to water. We all have hit a ball into it, and it kind of gets you down, and they're just the same exact way. So I think there's no harm in playing a little more conservatively when it comes to water, depending on where you're at, whether it is straight off the tee, maybe go a little more conservative, because if you are hitting it way too hard, there's a really good chance it might either roll down if there's a hill next to the water, or it's just not going to make it. So I think maybe going a little more conservatively right off the tee, possibly. And other than that, I think you just have to take it hole by hole, because you got to see the shape of the water. What's it like? Is it a creek going by, or is it like a full-blown pond? You got to see the size of it, and then just take it from there. See where you are in your shots. How many shots have you done already? And just go a little more conservatively, maybe.
I like what you're saying. Play it conservative, but just not too conservative, or you're going to find yourself in the top 12, not the top 2. We'll see what happens. But all that said, guys, plenty of par 4s as well. A lot of 350 to 400 yard ranges here. If you guys want more information and you want to go through this article a little bit slower, once again, sportsforummedia.com. Got that one right up there for you. Actually going to get it on the main page as well, so you don't got to dive too far. And shout out to our friends over at Thomas Adams for providing that article. But his picks and predictions are on there. I'm going to let you guys go figure out what those are. I'm not giving them to you right here, right now. You got to read if you want those. But Aaron, we are going to go ahead and give the people our predictions here for this one. What we got for you guys today are winners, our long shot picks, our top 10 golfers, and our guide to miss the cut that is in those Big Ten names on the board.
I think Max Homa is going to struggle a lot. And it's really sad because he's so talented. And he's one of those guys who has the potential to bring more of an audience into golf itself. I think he's exciting to watch when he's really doing well. And it's kind of confusing. Him and Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. And you could even put Tony Finau in that conversation. What is going wrong for these guys? Because it makes no sense. So I'd say Homa. It's disappointing.
Wow, that's shocking to me, actually. You picked one of the guys on the board that I was looking at, and I was like, why is this guy not in the big 5 names here? But maybe you're onto something here. Maybe Max Homa, the odds makers, have looked into this one, and they're just like, you know what? This isn't Max's tournament. And I think you can definitely argue this course doesn't really suit Max Homa. He plays very well on some courses, and he plays very off on some others. Obviously great in California and a lot of those courses. But I feel you here. I'm not going to join you, but I understand where you're going with this. I'm going to go ahead and go with a guy that just I don't really know why he's on the board here, and I know he's been playing pretty good golf, but I'm going to go with Taylor Pendrith. I'm just not convinced. There's something about Taylor Pendrith that, no offense to him, I mean, he's 6 on the board right now as a favorite, tied in a lot of places as the 5th favorite on the board. I just have him closer to about 11 or 12. So it's not that he's not going to make the cut. I just think if you're betting on guys not to make the cut, I think Pendrith is one of the guys that should be in consideration because, yes, could he shoot -4 day one? Sure. But could he shoot +4 just as easily? Very much so. So I'm going to go ahead and fade Pendrith. Aaron, going to go ahead and fade Mr. Max Homa. Aaron, I'm looking forward to this one. But before we go to a quick commercial break, guys, we got one more we want to give you, and that is our top 10 golfers. After the break, we'll go ahead and give you our winners and our long shot winners. But Aaron, top 10, this one always pays so nicely. because it always comes in plus money. Sometimes you get the big names to just play good golf. If they fall short, it's all good. Who's your top 10 this weekend?
So I've got Goddard because I'm very excited to see what he's doing, what he's all about. Maybe I'm biased because of the Jersey connection, but I think he could be really good. He only got his card last year, so really on paper he shouldn't be doing this well. But I'm really excited to see him. So
wow,
yeah, I've got him. Yeah,
Chris Goddard. Wow.
Yeah,
he looked really good last weekend. And I remember seeing his name on the board early, and I was like, I've seen his name a few times, but I didn't know much about it. I said, Riggs, what are you doing? You can't watch golf and not know who these guys are at some time. So I looked him up. I got to give it to him. I think his track record's actually pretty decent for a guy that you might not have heard of very often, folks. So I like where you're going with this. The dude's coming off arguably his best weekend of golf, maybe ever as a pro, but at least of the season here. So I like Chris Goddard as well there at plus 240. That's a really good pick. But you know what, Aaron? You're not going to like me for this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down here, and I'm going to take Max Homa for a top 10 finish. I don't think Max is going to win. Like I said, I don't think he plays great on these courses. I am concerned at some points, but I saw plus 500 next to the name of Max Homa, and I don't care who you are. I just don't think I can leave those kind of odds on the board. I mean, this is a dude that I'm going to get 5-1 odds on just to play good golf this weekend. I mean, it's just too good to pass up. So Max Homa, my brother, please don't let me down. Aaron, I think there's a world where I'm very wrong. You're very right. But at this point, I don't know the next time I'm going to see Max Homa in a field that's this week at 5-1 odds. So I'll go ahead and take my chances. But folks, really quickly, we are going to remind you guys, Thomas Adams Apparel, 15% off your very first order. Just go ahead and put your email in on their website. Hats, polos, pullovers, whatever it might be for you guys. Then make sure to check them out. A quick word from them, and then we'll be right back in the saddle.
Are you someone that likes to keep it fun while also looking good on the golf course? Well, then you need to check out Thomas Adams Apparel. Thomas Adams Apparel co-founders Jacob and Grayson envisioned a brand that combined creativity, style, and a love for the game. The duo are dedicated to producing high-quality, stylish, and versatile products that golfers can both enjoy on the course and in everyday life. This summer is the perfect time to improve your look on the course while getting some affordable rounds of golf in with your buddies. Go check out thomasadamsapparel.com right now and grab some sweet new gear.
That is thomasadamsapparel.com. One more time for you guys. Make sure to check them out. Great people, great clothing. I got nothing but great things to say. That said, Aaron, we are looking here. Our winner and our long shot winner. I'm going to let you fire off which one you want to throw out there first. How are you going to get the people paid this weekend? Who's it going to be?
I'm going to say McNeely's going to win. I'm really excited about him. And I keep hearing him in a conversation potentially about going to the Ryder Cup. So I don't know. I think he could really do it. And he pretty much was threatening Shane Lowry in the Open towards the end. And I thought that was really a big statement because I just didn't expect him to be progressing the way that he did throughout the 4 days. And it kind of made me excited to watch him.
Maverick McNeely. I'm not going to be boring and double down with you, but on my own time, Aaron, I'm going to join you on this. I really like Maverick here in this spot. If anyone that's watched the Full Swings on Netflix or any of those shows, you know how bad these guys want to be in this Ryder Cup. I mean, it's truly for them. It's kind of like getting drawn into the Super Bowl or something that big. Like they really love it. And so I'm kind of right there with you. I'm not going to fade a guy, a man on a mission against a field like this. Why not? So I'll join you there. 20-1 odds on Maverick McNeely for the win in this one. I'm going to go ahead and go kind of boring myself, but I'm going to go with the guy right above him here. I'm going to go Sam Burns. And I know Sam Burns, once again, is tied there for the favorite with Goddard, but I think Burns on paper, on history as a veteran, I think he's the best golfer in this field. I really do. He's not like the dude that's going to just blow a field away, but he's good enough that you can kind of trust him on a weekly basis. I almost went Wyndham Clark, but if Wyndham doesn't start hot, I get really concerned about him because of his attitude and some of his, I don't want to say anger issues, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy gets a little pissed off, and I know Wyndham Clark is looking at this field and he's saying, I'm the best golfer in this field. I'm going to win this tournament. And so if he comes out hot, watch out, folks. Maybe live bet the guy after the first or second round if he's up there at the top, because I don't think he's going to let it go if he's within distance. I think he'll be in that final group and I'll make a push for it. But I trust Sam Burns just a little bit more than Wyndham here. So 18-1 odds for you guys, 20-1 odds for you guys. Now, Aaron, it's time to start scrolling here into our long shot picks. I guess the bright side for this tournament is you don't have to go very far before you get massive odds. So let's go from 30-1 and down. It pretty much goes all the way up to about 150 to 200-1 in this tournament. What guy are you focused on?
I'd like to see Tom Kim, because Tom Kim is just not being talked about. He's nowhere to be found. Didn't make the cut at the Open. I saw Adam Scott's name. That'd be nice to see as well. But I'm gonna go with Tom Kim. He's gotta move there. I mean, he's nowhere, and he has the potential. It's just like he's gotta get the putting down. He's gotta come kind of in clutch in these dire moments, and he hasn't won in a while. And I think it would obviously be a confidence boost, but above anything, he really needs to make this cut more than anything.
Very much needs to make this cut. I'm right there with you too. I mean, just another guy that it's like Fina. How do you not love him? I mean, the dude is just lovable is the word I would use. But like you said, I mean, the dude was on such a hot streak. He was, I don't want to call him a phenom, but he was kind of looked at as like this dude that might kind of start taking over right away going into this season. And it just hasn't been that season for him thus far. So I absolutely love your pick here. 80-1 odds on Tom Kim. One of the rare times I think you're going to find this guy at odds like that. So Aaron, I absolutely love your pick. I'm going to go ahead and go just a little bit deeper here. And I already regret it before I even say it, but I'm going to take a shot on two guys. I know we said one, but I got to try two here. Sahith Theegala, I think at 90-1 odds is a bit too good not to do it. And matching him at 90-1 odds, Gary Woodland as well. I know Woodland, the dude's had a lot going on in his regular life and his personal and his family and his health and etc. He seems healthy. He seems happy. He seems ready. And a lot of the big names that can't beat the Scotties and the Rorys and the Morikawas. And this is where they are going to step up if they're ever going to step up during the year. And I know that's kind of your thinking with Tom Kim, so I get that as well. But Theegala, just kind of in that Tom Kim realm where I thought this year I was going to get more. I haven't gotten more, kind of do. And then Gary Woodland, I think it's just one of those fields where you could argue a year and a half ago before he got sick, I think he would be a much bigger competitor on the odds boards in this tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of faith in him there. So 18, 20, 80, 90, and 90-1 odds. 5 golfers that could win this tournament. Massive for you guys. You can bet all 5. And if you hit one, you're still getting paid mega. So good luck to you there. But all that said, Aaron, any other golfers that you want to discuss in this tournament? Anything else about the field? Are we feeling pretty good about the 3M?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like those last few holes, 15, 16, 17, and 18, I know Matt Wolff, he got his first PGA win against Bryson on those last few holes. So I think that says a lot, because to go up against someone like Bryson, just in general, is really intimidating, really difficult because of just who he is as a player, as a golfer. But I think that says a lot for a rookie to be able to make that kind of statement on just those last few holes. Take this scoring, course to your advantage and take those par 5s to your advantage. I think there's such an easy way to make a statement here for themselves as golfers. These important big names really need to do something here, like Theegala and obviously Goddard. But I mean, it's just weird that Wyndham Clark and all these guys are not in the same conversation that they maybe were last season. It's just very odd to me. So I think this course alone, they really need to take advantage of And I guess we'll see what happens.
I guess we'll see what happens. I'm right there with you. Nothing I can add to that, Aaron. I think you absolutely nailed it here. We're going to learn a lot in this 3M Open, and hopefully guys like McNeely, they get that breakthrough and they punch their ticket to the Ryder Cup. And if not, then I hope it's a Tom Kim or a Thigala that's just due for a big time win, or the list goes on. Honestly, Aaron, it's probably not going to be one name you and I gave today. It's going to be somebody from back in the field here, 130-1, that's going to have their breakout moment as well. And if that's the case, I'm happy for you. That's what tournaments like the 3M Open are for, is to kind of open the door a bit, let you see some new names. Enjoy watching the golf this weekend, folks. Once again, sportsforummedia.com for that article, thomasadamsapparel.com. Go get yourself some sweet merch, 15% off using an email on your first order. And until next time, this is Picking Winners. Good luck to you guys in this tournament.